Let's talk about important menu, and that is view. It covers and it handles a lot of things for you and can help you to do anything that can increase your productivity and all of the things you do in Google Sheet. All right, it has some advanced tips. We're gonna cover all of that. So this is your cells. I'm gonna just type a little table so we can practice with. So the first should be number, and then you get first name. Oops, first. This is first. No, first name. I think the first name is right. Last name. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna just type a number, so that calculates that, and put a format of maybe alternative folder so that it's switching to green. So that's basically a table, and you know that. So we're gonna go to view. It has three parts. First, it is really doing with sales and all of that, and then this is for sheet, and the other is for screen and for the whole view of Google Sheet. So in show, we have tons of things to hide or whether to show or hide it. Formula bar. This is another part that you can hide it or you can just have it. For now, I have formula bar. You can see that. And it helps me to, whenever I type some formula in, it helps me to just see what I'm typing in. Of course, I can see in here as well, but of course I can see there as well. So that's very unique thing, okay? In grid lines, so formulas bar is that thing, okay? You can just check mark to see it or not to see it. Another option is grid lines. So these little borders you see, the little gray one, they are called grid lines. I can hide them, which makes it better for me to see everything nice and clean. Okay, so you see are also formulas. Formulas is doing a pretty nice job. So whenever it's not checked mark and whenever it's turned off, so you see the result instead of having a formula. I typed this to make you surprised. So for example, let me just do a quick formula and function here using this button. I'm gonna sum this and I'm gonna select all of it and hit enter. So right now we see the total is 6. But if I go to view and then go to formulas, I check mark that so you can see formulas instead. That's weird. So that is the option for that, and sometimes we do use that for watching and seeing the formulas. But you know what? You can see that in formula as well. So it it doesn't really require this much of it. Protected range is another part. So maybe you want to just protect some cells or a sheet. So you want to hide it or unhide it. So let me protect this. So I'm going to click in here, right click, view more sales option, protect range. So you just put a description for it. And then you can right now set a permission. It says restrict who can edit this page, only me. Custom, copy permissions from another range. So I'm going to say no, show warning when editing this page, don't do anything. I'm going to click. Now it's changed and it's down there. So this one, whenever you see protected ranges, it shows this little thing. You can see that it's protected. But if this is not turned on, so you would not be able to see it until you make a change. Okay, it shows, hey, heads up, we're not able to change this. Okay, let me just make this sure it's not protected anymore. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, it's not protected because I undone it. Okay, I undid it. That's the word we use. So that is all. Now freeze, when it comes to freeze, every story changes to another thing and the story becomes much more interesting. So whenever I scroll down, you don't see no first name, last name. Now if you wish to, how would you do it? Well, here it comes, phrase. So we go freeze, and it says where do you want to freeze? One row, two rows, up to row number one, no columns, column number one, two, or what? So this is called a row. Okay, you can see this is one row. So you can select it maybe, or just select the particular cells. Go to the view phrase and one row, and you can see a little bit of the line in here, so that indicates that it's freezed. And when you go to down, to scroll down, you would only be able to see that, which makes it really interesting. So this column is for first name, and this column is for last name. This is for number. I use this really in every project. You have to use this as well. So I'm gonna say no row, take it back. Group is another part. So you can make a particular cells a group. So you can select it, and then we're gonna go to group, and then we're gonna group it. And it says group rows or group columns. I'm gonna say rows. So right now this is grouped. I can hide it or I can show it. That's helpful a lot for some project. So I'm gonna undo it. We hate right now that one. We have hidden sheets. So I'm gonna create another one sheet and hide it, so then we can understand it. So right now you can see that is hide, and I don't see any sheet called number 2. So I'm gonna go to the view, and here's the hidden sheet. I can click, now the sheet is coming back. So that's it. Finally, we have zoom, so we can zoom in to any percent we want. We can do that as well from here, so there's no big deal. We have full screen, which means you will have it full screen, okay? Every option will be there and you would not be able to see it. Okay, so that's very fantastic. And when you want to come back, when you want to go back, you just hit ESC. Okay, this is the shortcut for that, escape key. That helps out to take you back to a normal mode. So that is all. Anyway, we have another full screen, which is for the browser. So we can go to here, and then we find out the full screen. So there you go, full screen. Or you just press F11 and you press it back, or you hit escape. Sometimes works, but sometimes it doesn't, so you have to press again F11. So that's about the view. Okay, we learned a lot until now. Congratulations, keep up the good work. See you in the next lesson.